are gonna talk about coral. And yes, this is supposed to be a school project type video. But if you want to see more stuff like this, please leave a like or whatever. I'm just going on a whim here on what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get into the video. So, about coral in itself. We all know that coral is, or for most of you that know what coral is, it's very beautiful, very vibrant, until it dies. When coral dies, it will become a flesh-like organism, or be turned to flesh, or bone, when it decomposes. And so, that meaning, coral is a living thing. And for those that know this, coral is important to the ecosystem of our lives. Now, why am I talking about coral on a whim and not holding a script? Because I want to talk about it, how it will affect our planet if all the coral reefs are destroyed. It does have an effect on our ecosystem. Now, there is the Great Barrier Reef. Now, the Great Barrier Reef has some sections of it where the coral has been destroyed. Or destroyed as in bleached. And so many other places in the world have noticed this change in coral. And it's rapidly increasing. It's not that we don't have the resources to do it, as people in humanity can possibly find a way to help the coral, but at the same time, when the world is changing, aka climate change, the world is changing. We all know that from the beginning, ever since the first atoms were formed before the dinosaurs. But ever since that speck of life, our world has been constantly changing. Now, what does that have to do with the coral? Now, the world has been revolving around the sun and moon, if we want to include that, since, like, probably for all we know. Now, let's say we take a piece of this shell, okay? And the inhabitants are this little guy here. Yes, you guys may know this from another YouTuber, but yes. But let's take this guy and place him with the inhabitant of another inhabitant of a coral reef, which will represent as a shell for now. Now, as I switch the camera, I'm going to show you an example of what could happen if the coral reefs start dying. Now, let's switch the camera. Alright, so here's the coral reef. Pretend this is the coral reef here. The inhabitants are, we're going to name this one Jerry, and we're going to name this one Stella, okay? Jerry and Stella live in the coral reef. As it slowly dies, it's being taken away. Remove that from the picture, they're left out in the open for other predators in the ocean to eat. Not only that, they wouldn't want to live there anymore, so Jerry will probably not be there anymore. And Stella, well, even if she was there, she wouldn't know where to go and probably would be eaten. And not only that, coral reefs are beautiful to look at, just like the shell, which I'm representing as a coral reef again. I know I'm repeating myself here, but hey, we're very... Hey, listen, we're under the sea. Now, you know what? I'm gonna leave this effect on just for the heck of it. Now, why are the reefs so important to talk about? And well, let's take a look at the game Subnautica. It takes place in an underwater world. Many coral reefs are in there, just like in real life. But the real life scenario, people have found many ways to make more medicine and have used the coral reefs as resources. But what's making the coral reefs die is, yes, the world is changing, but we're changing with it. But as well as the coral reefs, water pollution as well, and how the world is changing. And as much as I would love to help these coral reefs here and stuff, let me just get rid of this effect with the more... That's a bit better. It's a bit more... As much as these things are happening, we sometimes don't realize it even when we're trying to help the coral reefs. The machines that are left down there, that are rusting, could be also affecting the coral reefs negatively. And as the water gets warmer, they have to adjust to that. But if they're not adjusting to it, which they're obviously not, the coral reefs are definitely not gonna live through it. In a couple of years, or maybe years from now, from you, me, anyone that's watching this right now, would probably not even notice. And even if we did notice, who's to say that people would care? But the people like me, who obviously care about the coral reefs, I mean, like, they're beautiful. Like, they're beautiful in their own way. And they're just as much alive as even the next person. Hell, it's like even a donkey. And the atoms that form giant cities, those cities of life underneath the water, underneath our own water and ocean ecosystem, makes it so unique. It's similar to our society up above on the surface. Take into consideration that once the coral reefs are gone, more of the ocean will follow in that trail if we don't do something about it. And in my opinion, I know this video will probably not make much sense at all, because, listen, this is coming from a 16-year-old girl. What do I know? But, in my opinion, the coral reefs are very important. Not only to us, but for the fish and the ocean ecosystem itself. And how the fish can go extinct if we even get rid of them. Well, if certain species of fish, anyway. And sometimes you may want to take a look at the bigger picture of things, other than seeing it in black and white. But that's all I got to say about the coral reefs. And hopefully this helps you in a more fun way, I guess. Kinda want to explore the coral reefs, because coral reefs are a magical, almost magical like place, or a magical-ish place that has a bright, vibrant colors and makes people inspired to do things. If you take that away from the fish, you take that away from the fish, you take that away from people and other such things, it's gonna be left barren. We're already seeing that for our very eyes with coral bleaching. So the next time you step on a beach and you're in the water and stepping on something mushy or very, very crumpled in a certain area of the water, you may want to think twice on what you're stepping on, because it could be the rotting flesh of coral, or a skeleton of coral. And now you're probably wondering, this is not making sense for somebody that's trying to explain it. Yeah, you're telling me. I'm going off of... I don't have a script on me. I don't. I'm just trying to say what's on my mind, and yes, again, this is a school project video. But if you like seeing videos like this, then I'll improve and hopefully make more sense in future videos. And I really, really do hope that these coral reefs are safe, because if we don't do something soon, well, a lot of people knows what happens. And, well, just remember, under the sea, and goodbye. And, oh, and, wait, oh my goodness, now this is awkward, but anyways, under the sea, and goodbye, again. That was delayed.